of the public to the weekly CMS Readiness Metrics Dashboard Review. Damon Willis, our District Manager of Strategy, is here to once again walk us through the various reports. And with that, I will have Damon take it away.
All right, thank you, Patrick. I'll quickly share my screen here. And today we are going to, as Patrick mentioned, we're going to start with our CMS Readiness Dashboard here. So let's get started. And this is for the week ending February 26, 2021. Beginning with our public health metrics, our case rate per 100,000 remains in red, but this is a significant decrease in contrast to last week when we were at 217.3 cases per 100,000. In terms of our test positivity percentage, we continue to move towards minimal community spread, but we remain in yellow at 5.4%. And this is also a decrease from last week when we were at 7.6%. Moving on to our district level case monitoring, schools with at least one positive case. We remain in red with 78 schools, which is the exact number that we had last week as well. In terms of schools with quarantined individuals, we currently have less than 10 schools that meet that criteria, so we remain in green there. Moving on to school level case monitoring, and this is cases within the school. We have 41 schools this week with 2 or more cases reported, and that's up from last week when we were at 33 schools. In terms of looking at school clusters, we remain in green for school clusters. And looking at individuals in active quarantine, we have shifted over to red. So we do have a school that has had to send home and quarantine quite a few individuals that exceed that number of 50. So moving on to our district operational metrics here, child nutrition remains in green at 94%. And that is very close to where we were last week as well at 92. We're about the same with transportation as well, remaining in green at 94%. In terms of custodial staff coverage, we remain in yellow at 85.8%. And in terms of schools with full-time nurse coverage, we remain the same in yellow at 73%. Next, we'll go ahead and move down to our school readiness metrics here. And this may be familiar to you. We remain in green in every category here. Instructional staff, we're at 93%. School facilities and our infection control and PPE supplies remain in green at 100%. And our health and safety training remains above 95%. So we're green in all of those categories. And now we'll move on to our next metric, which is our at-a-glance document. Now, taking a look at our at-a-glance document here, the first thing you'll see is the cumulative number of students that are attending. Now, this number has increased as we begin to have more of our students come back to in-person learning. You'll see that number change over the next several weeks, which is a great thing to have our students back in school. So that's close to 57,000 students attending in person. Our positive cases this week, this previous week, were 53 for students. And for our employees, positive cases were 32. And lastly, we'll go over our school list here. And I won't read through it for you, but I'll slowly go through so that you're able to take a look. Okay, I'll scroll down a bit. Okay, and we'll do the same thing for the next page here as well. And we'll scroll down so that you can see the other schools on the list here. Okay. Patrick, back over to you.
Thank you, Damon. That concludes this week's report. All three of the reports Damon just shared with everyone will be posted to the CMS website shortly for review, should you wish to do so. Thank you again, Damon. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Thank
Goodbye.
you. Bye-bye.